It's your boy Mike. Welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. So we have the New Year step-ups inside of the Japanese side of the game and soon to be on the global side. But let's go ahead and talk about if you should summon on this. So just a little bit of information as well. You also get equipment on the 4th and 5th step of these banners. And the equipment themselves are actually really good. If we go ahead and see, it says right here 4th and 5th step are for the banners is what the truth is saying for the actual equipment itself. And the equipment is stuff like for Cell Max, we have Tien, we have Rebrand Trio, Ginyu Force, and a lot of them are really decent, right? Like for AGL Kid Goku, for example, he is able to get 12,000 defense, 900 defense, able to get both crit and additional attacks on his gold equipment. Like a lot of them are really good for these characters. I don't think it necessarily means that like if you are chasing for these equipment that you should get them, but there are a lot of good units on here who get a decent boost from them at the very least, right? But let's go ahead and look at the Dokkanfest side, and then we'll look at the Carnival side first on if you should summon. The step 1 is just a whole bunch of side branded units. We have Beerus, we have Hercule, we have Piccolo, who are kind of like the only usable units on here. And even then, I'd still probably only use Hercule and Beerus, who are basically just the 10th year anniversary side rating units. Everyone else on here is kind of unusable at this point. Step 2 has a couple of Dokkan Fests, and half of them are the EZAs. So we have Tech UI, we have Super Saiyan 3 Daima Vegeta, we have Tech Buhan, we have Slug, even though his image isn't shown here for some reason. We have AGL Vegeta, AGL Kid Gohan, and this is kind of like where the actual decent like side of it changes. AGL Kid Gohan, we have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, or Gogeta, excuse me. We have Int Yamcha, AGL Ginyu, and then Tech Kale and Khalifa. Out of this list, probably Int, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and AGL Kid Gohan are the most usable. Yamcha's like pretty close, but the other ones on here are just not like, if you're trying to get into the most difficult content, those are the only ones you'll be able to take, in my opinion. Step 3 is where things get a pretty big power boost, I would say. We have Tech Golden Frieza, Ain't Hybrid Trio, we have Tao Pai Pai, we have Cell Perfect, we have the AGL Kid Goku, STR, Master Roshi, Physical Goku Black, and then Physical Topo. Half of these are duds with like this and down below, but AGL Kid Goku is pretty good. Cell has his revive option at the very least. He is not the best, but he's definitely far from the worst. Tao is still probably a top 10 TUR even now, if you're not including EZAs. Int Hybrid Trio just boost the youth category. Like if you're running the youth team for whatever reason, they are probably just the best unit for that, because of the fact that once you swap over to the Int Goten and Trunks part, you can give youth allies 20% attack and defense. And even on top of that, as long as you're running 3 youth category allies, you can just get guaranteed dodge. Hell, even just running 2 of them, you can get damn near guaranteed dodge with their first turn. Now, unfortunately, a lot of these just have so much dodge canceling that their usage right now isn't the best, but it all depends on 11th year anniversary content. They could either look really good if there's no dodge canceling, or if there's dodge canceling, they could probably look a little bit bad, right? Because they're a kind of dodge or die, but damn, do they do a really good job at dodging, right? Then we have Tech Golden Frieza, who has it where if you're running an extreme class team, you can direct all the attacks towards this character. And then if you're running a super class team, you're able to swap into Gogeta on turn 3 and then have it where you get like guaranteed dodge. You'll have the 40% damage reduction. You're doing guaranteed crits with 24 key, which is really easy. You're transforming all of the key spheres on that turn as well. AGL and STR to Tech, and then Physical or Int to Rainbow. Like it plays really good with the like swap of this unit, right? They are still, again, just another top 10 LR in my opinion, and one that is very powerful. So like again, half of these units are really good, and the like last half is probably pretty bad. Then we have step 4, who the 9th character in this multi-summon will be a character from step 1, and then the 10th character will be fully Dokkan awakened. Hold on, let me actually just double check that. It is. That's interesting. That is a really interesting way to have done this one. But the 10th character will be either Tech UI, Physical Super Saiyan 4, Vegeta, Majin Buu, or Buhan, Slug. Okay, I guess that's... Is this just kind of like a repeat of step 1 then? That's kind of sad. Like step 4 is actually just worse than step 3. Like they put all of their chips on Tech UI, and Tech UI was like the character that was decent last year, dude. Buhan I guess can look pretty nice, but yeah, that's a really bad step. Step 5, a 9th character will also be a character from step 1. Okay, and then the 10th character will be another fully Dokkan awakened unit. So it's Tech Gogeta, Anti-Hybrid Trio, Tao Pai Pai, Cell, Kid Goku. Oh, Gogeta and Cell will also appear in upcoming gachas. This is probably because of... Actually, I don't know what that would be a part of. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I just like... The thing is, genuinely, if you're trying... We have anniversary so close that I really wouldn't recommend summoning on this banner at all. But like, if you're a new player, you don't have a lot of these Dokkanfest characters, and you want to like add some of these powerful options to your team before the anniversary starts, guaranteed is never a bad thing to quote unquote chase for, because a lot of these units on these guaranteed step ups are really good. Like hell, step 5 has it where the only bad character is Cell, and that's it. And on top of that, you're still building up all of the characters from the first step, so you're getting a lot of these sidebanner units as well, right? But I don't know, I'd still probably say that this isn't like the thing you should summon for, because it doesn't really get good until step 3, and step 3 is 100 dragon stones in. So yeah, and then you're gonna have to spend another 100 for it to be good again, because step 4 is kind of ass as well. So I unless you're a new player, I'm gonna have to say no for that one. Let's go ahead and look at the Carnival side though. So we have step 1. It's the same rule set, by the way, where you can get the really good equipment, but it's only on step 4 and step 5 that you can get the tickets for that. Step 1 has it where it's a side units similar to the Dokkanfest side. We have the Vegeta, we have Spopovich, we have Pan, we have Champa, we have General Blue, Vegeta, Piccolo, Android 18, and then Chi-Chi. Like, Pan and Vegeta are kind of like the only ones that are usable here, but at least they are usable. They're a lot newer than the Dokkanfest side, but there's more of these sidebar units, so it's harder for you to chase any of them. Step 2, we can get some of these powerful LRs. Jiren, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I would say powerful. Jiren is a character where as long as you can get him past turn 1, then he is kind of a standby merchant in a sense, where you can just be entirely invincible. I don't know if I would necessarily run him now, but like I said, his worst turn is easily just his first, because you get 61% damage reduction after attacking in the 3rd slot, but then you come back and then you could go into standby, and you can go into standby for 5 turns. So for those 5 turns, this guy is invincible. And then on top of that, because all you need to get is 5 key spheres, and then you just take 0 damage, but he's also making it where he randomly changes a key sphere of a certain type to AGL. So he's also supporting. He's giving the 3 key right there. He's giving the 70% attack and defense for 2 turns on if you collect key spheres on the 2nd or 3rd slot. Once you transform, though, he goes back to being just kind of dog shit because he has 71% damage reduction, but in this day and age, this is not enough, sadly. But like, you could still get some usage out of him here and there, I suppose. But the thing is that like AoEs and locking and all that stuff, it just ruins what he's trying to do. Submax sucks. Ultimate Gohan sucks. Ginyu sucks. Tech Rebrand Trio suck. Int Vegeta sucks. Their Easy A sucked. AGO, Gohan, and Krillin suck. Janemba's probably the only. Yeah, like Tech Broly, you just cannot. He is another person who's just like, he's a glass cannon. He does a lot of damage, but he doesn't have any defense. Janemba is probably the only usable one here. He has it where if you're in slot 2, you can build up stats and then at the same time have it where your Guardian get the damage reduction. You get more damage reduction in slot 1 or slot 2. You get the additional super attack or additional attack that has a great chance to become a super attack in slot 2 or slot 3. You are able to dodge super attacks as well. You have a high chance if it's a regular super attack, and you have a great chance of nullifying it if it's a beam. So overall, like, I probably still wouldn't run him anymore, but he's not like a bad option to run. Again, just kind of like the Dokkanfest Side, step 3 is when things actually start getting good, but it's 100 stones in. We have Tech Broly, Physical Kale and Khalifa, Tien, Pikkon, Tech Gohan, Fusamasu, and then Tech Vegeta, Kaioken, and I actually didn't like this kind of messed me up. My bad. STR Kaioken Goku. We have STR God Goku and Hit, and then Physical Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. Out of this list, the most usable ones is Tech Vegeta, the Pikkon, Tien, Kale and Khalifa, and Broly. But like, half of these ones are really bad. You're never gonna run Tech Gohan and Piccolo anymore. Fusamasu. You're not gonna run STR Kaioken Goku ever. God Goku and Hit are kind of like dodge or die. And again, with it, just like a lot of these fights being, excuse me, a lot of these fights being dodge canceling, it just or locking, like it hurts them a lot. And Vegeta just aged out, like, just completely. Step 4, this is where you can get the equipment, and on top of that, your 9th character will just also be a sidebar unit from step 1. I actually didn't see, they say that on the 3rd one too? No. So remember, these ones are also just going to be fully Dokkan Awakened, so you don't have to put the time and effort into these units. You could just have them already all done. AGL Jiren is here. Cell Max, that's funny, a way of spelling Cell Max. Ultimate Gohan, Ginyu, Rebrand Trio. Yeah, that's just ass. This is just ass. Like, there's not a usable unit here. All of them are bad. Like I said, Jiren is the closest one because he's like, he has it where he could just be unkillable once he goes into standby. But other than that, every single person here is just ass, dude, on step 4. Why do they make the step 4s on both of these banners so ass? Step 5 not only includes the cyber unit on the 9th character, but on the 10th character, you also get one of these units, Dokkan Awakened. So we have Tech Broly, who is a festival merchant, unfortunately. He can look good if you can get a lot of things to go good, but because he is a character who wants to get hit in order to do more additional attacks right here, it's hard for him to look good, because he just needs to get hit so much, and then he only built up defense by doing attacks. So Physical Kale and Khalifa, yeah, like they can, they're also just another character who can, I guess, look decent in some of these situations, and they're having it where they're boosting Universe 6 allies as well, like, just permanently. But the issue with them is that, like, what team are you running them on? Like, I've never seen this unit be run like in this, like, the last half of this year at all. Tien, is pretty decent, I would say. He can bust out a lot of damage super fast. He also has an okay amount of damage reduction. He can dodge as well, and he can counter beam based attacks, so that's pretty good. Pycon is a person you need to run Otherworld Warriors or tournament participants, and then he could look pretty good, I would say. But he's also like a dodge merchant. He either needs to dodge or he dies. But he has like a great chance once he transforms and all that. Oh, this guy, they suck. Dude, that's pretty bad. I don't know what they would have put on the Carnival side, I guess, to make it where this is good. But yeah, this Carnival side, just do not. This, even if you're a new player, I would genuinely just say wait. Because we have the anniversary units, or the anniversary banners are going to be coming up in January, right? Yeah, I probably should just like go to, what would be 20? That's too far. But we have the anniversary banners that are coming out pretty soon, and even though these aren't going to be like guaranteed, it's still so much better, like so much better, because not only are you gonna have the new Carnival unit that's come out, but then on top of it, you're gonna have like a couple of these units that are probably gonna return, right? Like a couple of these units that are like the major hitters on the Carnival side, they're just gonna return. Not all of them. Like I don't know if Broly would return, and yeah, because I'm not like too sure of how the schedule works per se, but like Super Saiyan 4 Goku is going to be coming back. Sadly, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta is coming back, but like the other Carnival units are just gonna be placed on this banner. So like, why would you summon on it? Why would you summon on these New Year's ones? They're so bad, dude. Step 3 is where it gets good. Like I said, you have to get 100 stones in, dude. Why do they make it like that? It's actually so, like, I wasn't really hopeful for the New Year step ups this year, but they are not good. I don't know though. If you did summon on the step ups though, what did you get? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thank you guys all for watching. I hope you good luck if you do summon on this though. But like I said, I probably would recommend you just saving your stones for anniversary that's coming up literally in January. But thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a great week. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.